I shepherd, I shall not want him make an eye like down in a green pasture, him lay that eye beside still water them. Him restaurant eye soul, him lay that eye in the part of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them, who anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, get them away. How my house of Boldisa? I don't know what to. It was clear for. How time you boy? Who you all done? This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, because we are not. We have taken sides. The side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now in every traditional African home there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food. And all this palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. That is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the soles of their feet, all the way up to the crowns of their heads. And we subject all these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out the creme de la creme of all the ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. I'm excited to say, despite all the technical difficulties, we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook. You can also find us on X, formerly called Twitter, on Instagram, and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the crucial hands of patriotism. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodamu, where we speak truth to power. And we are called the Black Empire Media. We are the headquarters of the truth. Oh yes, the habitat of the truth, the address of the truth, the hometown of the truth. Of course, this is the domicile of the truth. This is actually the truth. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodamu. And here we speak truth to power. Come here. Now, without much ado, my brother, my sister, we are live. And I'm excited that you are with us. We apologize for the late start of the show. It was due to technical difficulties, which we have been experiencing for a couple of days now. This is the voice of the people. And I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you. Please, if you have not as yet subscribed to the channel, hit on the subscription button and then also on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. This is the biggest show online that talks about patriotism and Pan-Africanism. And it's all because of you. Thank you for making us number one. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. Thanks so much to Tesori Doriente. Tesori Doriente. And when we talk about tesori. We are turning every single shower into a royal experience. Smell like heaven. Have the confidence straight from heaven. Are you going for an interview? Maybe you are going for an August occasion. Tesori d'Oriente. It's a shower gel. Pour a little bit of it into the palm and shake up the bath waters. All of a sudden, you find a rich ladder of foam. And it nourishes your skin and it keeps your skin glowing as bright as the morning sun. As for the fragrance, it remains on you for 48 hours and beyond. And Tesori d'Oriente has another characteristic. It repels insects, all kinds of insects. What are you waiting for? Tesori d'Oriente. It comes in several fragrances. Remember, I said fragrances, not flavors, because it's natural. Which one of them do you want to try and adopt? I have adopted two. The forest therapy. I also love the royal oud. How about the ikigai? Maybe the karma, maybe the Persian dream. No matter which one you choose, you will still smell like the Garden of Eden. You will walk out in confidence. It is unique. Tesori d'Oriente is Italian technology coupled with African raw materials, giving you that premium quality, making it more than just affordable for you. It's proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. Please pick up the numbers scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers, and for bulk purchases and enquiries, call Daddy Ash Limited 0244 772599. Tesori d'Oriente is soft, smooth, silky, and its long-lasting oriental fragrance will mesmerize you. This is Tesori d'Oriente. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. All kinds of insurance that you need. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner, will bring that to you on a silver platter. Is it home and allied perils insurance? No problem. Home business or fight? No problem at all. We are dealing with Millennium Insurance. Motor insurance policy, or get your comprehensive or third-party insurance. Maybe you need travel insurance. No problem, man. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And sometimes some natural disasters appear and occur. I'm talking about floods. I'm talking about fires. I'm even talking about tsunamis, earthquakes, and even volcanoes. No problem at all. When you have your trustworthy partner, you have no problem. And we're talking about Millennium Insurance. Our numbers are on the screen. Pick up the numbers and let us insure you. Remember, not every insurance is an assurance. It might pretend to be around you like a plaster, but it is disaster. Please, Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. We are in Kumasi, Accra, Takoradi, Koforidua, and beyond. Visit us. Oh, go straight to our sales portal. Oh yes, Millennium Insurance, GH.com. That is where we are. And we are more than just excited to be with you. Millennium Insurance is your trustworthy partner. And when it comes to claims, oh, we do it with the speed of light. Quick, because we know you need it and we don't waste time. Everybody talks about us. Accident, both personal and group, no problem. Let's give you that 24/7 cover. And visit our sales portal, sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. That's where we are. Thank you so much to Millennium Insurance. We love you and we appreciate you. And we just want to continue saying, we will continue to be with you because you are our trustworthy partners. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Lemfi. My brother, if you are sending money from America or from Canada, I will give you $20 back. That is what is called a cash back. If you are a new sender, You know what to do? Please download the LIWIN app from App Store, and you are ready to send money to Ghana. And when you send up to $100, I give you $20 back. Canadian dollars, American dollars. Oh, Lord. And to be able to get this, make sure you use the referral code 1RASTA. RASTA Bakupe. And most importantly, if you are sending money from the Eurozone, maybe even from the United Kingdom, I give you £10 back, 10 euros back when you send up to 100 euros or 100 pounds. That is the cash back as a new sender. But remember to use the referral code 1RASTA. Rasta Eko Mepe. And make sure that you enjoy the full benefits of LIWIN. Now, LIWIN is African. LIWIN is doing a lot of developmental projects right here in Ghana. That is why I am so proud of LIWIN. I am a proud LIWINian. How about you? They don't charge you transfer fees, and they give you the most competitive rates. Now you don't have to walk into a building, sit down and sweat before you send money to Ghana. Please, in the comfort of your homes, even on your WC, and that is it. It comes straight to Ghana. Competitive rates direct to your bank account or even your Momo account. No problem with LIWIN. With LIWIN, you are more than just secure. But remember the referral code. The more you use it, the more bonuses you get. 1RASTA. LIWIN. So talk to your family, members and friends and business partners abroad that if it is not LIWIN, they should not send you money. They must send via LIWIN using the referral code 1RASTA. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And I am more than just excited to be with you. Today we have 5 very important stories to look at. Exclusives and beyond. And I need you to share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. Subscribe if you haven't as yet and hit on the notification bell. Story number 1. Watch this. Blakk Maria removed abruptly from Ashanti region. Now, when we talk about the Blakk Maria, every Ghanaian knows that it is a police operation special to the heart of the IGP. IGP Yohonu. The Blakk Maria is headed by a gentleman who in Tamale is simply called the Tamale King Kong because of his body size and his looks. His friends also call him Jasco, but in the police service, he's officially known as Bawa Abdul Jalil. He joined the police service, and as a young corporal, he ran into problems when some guns were missing, allegedly, from the police armory. He was on interdiction for several years, but he fought his case, and he was able to shame his distractors. Today, my brother, my sister, close to 20 years after winning his case and rejoining the police service in restoration, he is making history around the whole Ghana and beyond. He is the boss of the Blakk Maria, the IGP special operation, and they go around taking up some of the most difficult police taxes all over Ghana. They went to fight Galamsey in the Ashanti region, also in the Western region. Some of their members were shot at, some had broken limbs. He commands over 100 police people, and recently they were all decorated with beautiful awards by the IGP himself for the yeoman's job that they were able to achieve. Now, this gentleman here called Bawa Abdul Jalil is a native of Tamale. He went to Tamale and he was able to do a lot with his team, fight the drug menace in the area. and bring some peace and calm in the area. Today, when you go to Tamale, any little child who is misbehaving, all the mother needs to say, I'm going to call Black Maria, and they are quiet. In my days, they will say Kakai or Kakamotobi, and the child will be quiet. Today, the name Black Maria is enough to send everybody away and allow peace to reign. Now they were pulled out of Tamale. Many people in Tamale were crying and wanted them to stay because of the peace and calm and safety that they had instilled in Tamale. The serenity was unprecedented. Oh my God. The boldness with which they entered Tamale. The action. Oh my God. Many had never seen that. But the IGP said, well, enough is enough. Other areas need you. And they were pulled back from Tamale. They arrived in Accra and were redeployed straight to the Ashanti region. Wow. The day they arrived in the Ashanti region, there was action. They went to Tinka. Tinka is around Alaba, right there inside Kumasi, not too far away from the Manshia Palace. My brother, my sister, and they went into the ghetto. Wow. And when they got into the ghetto, action started. My brother, my sister, they saw a lot of drugs. And Bawa Abdul Jalil told me that he's never been shocked at the drug menace like what they saw in Kumasi. Drugs, hard drugs, were put on the table like tomatoes and onions sold right there at Tinka and some other areas of Kumasi, Asawase, and all those areas. These are footages, my brother, my sister, of drug peddlers who have all been arrested, my brother, my sister, for possessing and using all kinds of drugs from cocaine all the way down to tramadol and even more, including heroin and a new one called red. There's another one called stone. Oh my God. And you see them all over the place. Black Maria went in there and the whole Asawase went quiet. The whole Tinka went quiet. And they shook the foundations of the area. These ladies sitting here were busily puffing at something. And a lot of these ladies were stoned at the time that this group went into the area to arrest at least 19 people who were all caught using or in possession of so many different kinds of drugs. This is the IGP Special Operation Team, and it's called the Black Maria. They shook Kumasi the very first day they arrived there. 19 people were arrested and taken straight into custody. My brother, my sister, and a lot of them bore the testimony that a new sheriff was in town. Dash it away. It's a very long tape. And time after time, we'll show you bits and pieces. One of the biggest drug lords in the area, a woman, was also arrested. We'll bring you the whole interview, time after time. But for now, my brother, my sister, they were only in Kumasi for 2 days. And the IGP called, come back to Accra. And they returned to Accra. We heard that there was certain political interferences, some political undertones and underpinnings. And we decided to go on the ground and find out exactly why the Black Maria team was removed from Kumasi after just about 2 days. And in 2 days, they were able to arrest 19 people. Many Malams in Kumasi are crying as we speak They are preaching in the mosques. Some pastors are preaching in the churches that they need to have the Black Maria back in Kumasi to save their children who are busily getting swallowed up by the drug menace. I caught up with Jalil Bawa, aka the Tamale King Kong, to find out exactly why they were pulled out of Kumasi. And this was what he told me in that interview. Watch this. Let me take you to Kumasi. You were deployed to Kumasi recently, and you did some very wonderful work there. The last time I spoke with you, you were in Asawase there. I mean, doing a lot of work on this drug use and all that. What has become of that?
Yes, actually, I just came the day before yesterday back from operations. We went there for some few days, special operations. We had already done some surveillance work around the area, and we could see the number of crime rate within the area. So we targeted a particular area. So we went and then we were able to operate. We were able to get some 19 suspects with other exhibits, and then eventually we handed them over to the region and then returned to Accra, waiting for our next deployment.
Were you supposed to be there for just, a few days like that? I was told people were not happy that we were leaving.
No, it was a targeted operation, so I think definitely they wouldn't know whether we were coming to stay this or this, but it was a targeted operation, and as we have gone to do it, we will have to withdraw again and then re-strategize for the next line of our operations.
Where are you going next?
For now, unless the information comes from the headquarters.
But tell me a bit more about the drug use in Kumasi as compared to Tamale.
Yes, actually, this whole issue of the tramadol, the sale and its consumption is gradually taking a center stage in the destruction of our future leaders. Why is it so? At least going into the northern region and then being a lead fight against this substance abuse and Israel is safe. I've seen young men who could have been in the classroom, people who could have even been working as artisans or any other profession that they would have been, people who would have been tomorrow, go to school and then to become tomorrow's future leaders. All of them have abandoned it all in the name of use of drugs. People were getting destroyed, others moving while they were sleeping. At least we were able to control the situation, and then said the sale of it within the north became something that you could not even have access to it again. But with my few days and the surveillance that I sent my boys to do in Ashanti region, I realized that within that area, especially within the Asawasi, Alaba, and other Abu area and those places, it's very terrible. It's serious, very serious, especially the Tinker that we went to just some 3-4 days ago for these special operations. It's very critical. You could see a lot of junkies, people who don't even know what they're about again. And then it's all because of the consumption of drugs. People feel that they have license to sell it just in the name of making money. Especially, you see there's a lady we arrested. I understand for the past years, the woman has been an untouchable drug dealer in the area. And everybody within the system have always been careful, because if you attack the person, before you realize now you are a victim of that circumstance. But we were able to arrest her together with a lot of exhibit. There's a lot, and I think that with this what we have done, more will be done within those areas just to make sure that our society is safe and we're able to have future leaders. If not, the drug menace in that area is very terrible.
The Tamale King Kong, aka Jasco, DSP Abdul Jalil Bawa. Now, this woman in Kumasi was untouchable, and we have footages and an interview with her. We will find time and bring it to you. But why was the Black Maria team removed abruptly from the Ashanti region? Now, information from the vineyard is this. When the Black Maria entered the area, there was a total shake-up. In fact, people on drugs were all running helter-skelter. And then it came out that the Black Maria had to be removed for 2 good reasons. From the vineyard, the grapevine. My brother, my sister, number 1, when the Black Maria team arrived in Kumasi, the leader, DSP Abdul Jalil Bawa, said, let us go and greet the Asantewaa. You cannot go into an area without going to greet the owner of the area. Let's go and greet him. Even though he knows why we are here, it is just good to go and pay homage to the Asantewaa and say that we are here and we need your blessing to be able to clean up the area. And remember, Tinka is at Alaba, not too far away from the Manshia. So when they are in there puffing their things, Asantewaa sits in his palace and he also goes high, like the Most High. He sees the smoke flying left, right, and center. Sometimes he comes on and says, hey, Nkrofu, and his people will say, Asantewaa will say, oh, Jaom. At the right time. The right time came for the Black Maria to come in there and clean up the place. And Asantewaa was supposed to be visited. But it was said that officially, it was said, don't worry. The IGP himself and some other representatives will come and join us with you and lead you to the Asantewaa's palace. Remember when the Black Maria team arrived in Tamale, they went straight to the Yana and some other sub-chiefs, and we saw the videos all over the place. My brother, my sister, when they arrived in Kumasi, they were making their way straight to the Asantewaa's palace at Manshia. But they were held back. Hold on. The IGP himself and some other people will come and join hands with you. So we'll go to his palace like that. He's a big king. So we need to show him a lot of respect. Moreover, Accra is just 1 hour away from Kumasi by air. Let's make sure we go there. It's even less than an hour. My brother, my sister. So they waited, but they started the work. From the grapevine, we are hearing that Manshia may not have been happy about the fact that the Black Maria came into Kumasi to do such a big job without informing the Asantewaa. At least come and show us some love and homage. Much as Asantewaa wanted the work to be done, here and sana efata. You should have at least come for us to ask the gods to go with you. That place there is dangerous. Could this be the reason they were pulled back abruptly? That's another reason. Come here. My brother, my sister. Now this is what it is. Once Asantewaa was probably not happy about how homage was not paid him, politicians in the area started to fret. Drug peddlers started to make noise. We won't vote for you in the next elections. We are the majority. Come to Tinka, come to Asawase, go to Abuabo, Alaba. We are those voting for your party, the NDC. And you are coming to arrest us and lock us up. If you don't leave us alone, we are not going to vote for your party again. And politicians in the area took fright and decided to flee and put pressure on the system to remove the Black Maria from the area. My brother, my sister, could this be true? This is the woman we're talking about. Nobody dared arrest this woman. She was more than untouchable. She has a lot of youth behind her who support a deadly drug business. She sells all kinds of drugs. from cocaine through heroin, all the way down to tramadol and even more. And this is a Muslim woman. My brother, my sister, they were all cuffed, as you see, and marched into the Black Maria van and taken all the way into custody. Two very important reasons. One, Asantewaa was probably not happy about this thing here, coming to do work in my area and not coming to pay homage. Go and come back properly. Number two, politicians are scared that the party in power might lose votes in the next election because a lot of these youths feed from the drug money and much more. This illegal trade employs a lot of the youth in the area and beyond. And there are those who go out there to vote when elections come. The big men sit at home and watch TV, waiting to be updated on who has won the election. They have no time to go out there and vote. It's the youth who line up, fight for the political parties and vote. And if they are all hooked on drugs, and you start chasing them, and here you can see them being pushed into the Black Maria van, one after the other. Oh my God. This is the story. Dash it away and come here. Now, my brother, we're going to end on this note. Come here. Watch this. Now, these drug addicts, where was Black Maria taking them to? The psychiatric hospital or prison custody? If these are drug addicts, then they truly need medical help. They don't need incarceration. All the people who were arrested, the 19, were they all drug addicts? No. Some were drug peddlers. Have they been able to separate the drug addicts from the peddlers? Where did they put each? In a country where a lot of people are hooked on drugs, they don't need incarceration. They don't deserve prison sentences. What they deserve is medical help. We will not be doing the youth any good. When they get hooked on drugs, then we carry them, lock them up, jail them summarily because they were in possession of some drug. We have to be able to find out the level of their addiction. Do they need medical help? If they do, it behoves us as a people to deliver that, rather than being excited that we have arrested drug addicts and they are languishing in jail. That will not help the nation. When Black Maria arrests you with drugs, you are taken into custody, and it behoves the authorities now to sit back and separate the addicts from the peddlers so that justice can be given to either party. Thanks so much to the Black Maria for a good job done. In conclusion, why was the Black Maria all of a sudden pulled out of Kumasi after just 2 days of action? Could it be for political reasons? Or did they break traditional protocol? The answer will be given by the gods. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, and here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. MAHAMA shocked over real reason Israel voted against Ghana's UN slavery motion. Israel is a country that has always been at peace with Ghana. All of a sudden, they brought in ambassadors who became very, very arrogant. and an affront to peace and justice. We remember Rowe Gillard. He was the one who started drawing blood from Ghana. He started critiquing Ghana for a certain way Ghana voted at the UN. And we remember Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa warning him to please stay away from Ghanaian politics. And he stepped back a bit. Ghanaians went to Israel. They were all packed up in a van and thrown back on a plane and deported to Ghana. Some of them, we were told, were even diplomats. They had all their papers right, and they were given visas right from the soil here. But Israel still found a reason to deport all those Ghanaians. In their anger, they even deported non-Ghanaians to Ghana. And Ablakwa summoned the gentleman here, Rowe Gillard, the ambassador of Israel to Ghana. And when they came, they had a diplomatic talk. Some of it spilled over, and we got to hear. But at the end of the day, it looked like they were able to make amends, and the same Ghanaians were giving back their visas as to whether they were compensated, plain fair-wise, to return to England. And they did. My brother, my sister, this is Rowe Gillard. The President John Dramani Mahama, a revolutionary leader, decided to spearhead a certain motion at the UN. And that was simple. Slavery should be recognized as the gravest crime ever meted out to humanity. And he succeeded. In fact, over 120 nations voted in support of this. The president had a standing ovation when he stood before the multitudes of the nations and spoke from the depths of his heart with passion why slavery is the gravest crime against humanity. 3 nations decided to vote against this motion, and one of them was Israel. Israel looked at Ghana in the eye and probably said, "You Israel, we are Israelis and you guys are Ghanaians. For some time now, diplomatically, we have not been agreeing. We will not support you." And they voted against the motion. America voted against it. And Argentina, of all nations, also voted against it. These were the 3 nations. 52 nations abstained from Europe, including England, France, and the slave champions. What else did you expect that they would do? My brother, my sister, we have been able to debate this and talk about it, the merits and the demerits. Reparation is ultimately what we are looking for. And when we talk about reparations, we're not talking about some big chunk of money doled out to Africa by these nations time after time. No, we are looking at a proper apology. We are looking at these people returning some of our spiritual and physical elements and objects that they stole from us. They should return our magic books that they stole from Egypt. They should return a lot of the scripts that they stole from Timbuktu and even more. Above all, they should give us equal opportunities in trade and beyond. Give us the respect that we deserve. My brother, my sister, we built Europe. We built America. Our fathers and great-grandfathers did that. They worked for several hundreds of years with no pay. And it's simple. If you didn't pay them, we are their descendants. We inherit that. But we don't even want cash. Use that to be able to bridge the gap in infrastructure in Africa. Finished. We have had the opportunity to look at this. So I will not sound like a broken record. I will go straight to the point. Now the Israeli ambassador to Ghana, his name is Rowe Gillard. He put up a tweet. And in that tweet, he explained why they decided not to vote. Or better still, they decided to vote against Ghana. This was what he put up. He says, adoption of the resolution, declaration of the trafficking of enslaved Africans, and racialized chattel enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. Explanation of vote by Israel. Israel wishes to thank Ghana for bringing forward this important resolution. Important resolution. That's what Israel says. Yet, Israel voted against it. Why? We recognize the enduring legacy of the transatlantic slave trade and the enslavement of Africans. These are atrocities whose consequences continue to shape societies and demand acknowledgement and remembrance. Listen, acknowledgement and remembrance, but not reparation. Israel has consistently supported initiatives that address the history and legacy of slavery. We approach this resolution in that same spirit with a genuine desire to join consensus. However, we regret that we are unable to support the resolution as adopted. This is mainly because the resolution defines the trafficking and enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. While we fully recognize the unparalleled scale and cruelty of these crimes, we cannot accept language that effectively establishes a hierarchy among crimes against humanity. Such formulations risk diminishing the gravity of other atrocities, including the Jewish Holocaust by the Nazis, as well as other crimes that have caused immense human trafficking. For this reason, Israel had to vote against the resolution. We did so with regret. Our opposition does not reflect a lack of recognition of the horrors of slavery or its legacy, but rather stems from the principled concerns regarding the text as it stands. We sincerely regret that adjustments were not made during the negotiation process that could have enabled broader support, including from Israel. Dash it away. So this is what Israel is saying. Now, there was a Holocaust, and it involved Israelis picked up and gassed out. They were put in gas chambers and killed. My brother, my sister, the Holocaust was a very terrible thing. Millions of Jews were picked up and killed summarily. How many Jews were involved? 3 million. 3 million. Some people argue that the Holocaust had as much as up to 5 million. Granted, 5 million Jews were picked up by a guy called Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler picked them up, 3 million, time after time, and pushed them into gas chambers, killed them by gas poisoning. The world wept. My brother, victims of Holocaust have received reparation. Can I say it again? Victims of the Holocaust that happened to Israel, they have received reparation. Israel has received reparation and is still receiving reparation. Thank you. Pull out the photograph of Adolf Hitler. My brother, my sister, we were told Adolf Hitler came from the Corsica. My brother, my sister, he has German blood. Adolf Hitler picked up 3 million Jews and extinguished them like cigarettes and dashed away the butts. Sad history. It looks like in the past the Jews have tried as much as possible to elevate the atrocities of the Holocaust beyond the slave trade. In the slave trade, how many Africans were involved? 12.5 million. Some sources have even elongated it to about 15 million. This is Adolf Hitler. My brother, my sister. Jews got a certain kind of reparation. Africans have never had that. And when it came for us to receive our share, Israel decided to walk away after receiving this and still receiving. 3 million Jews were gassed by Adolf Hitler. We can go deeper into the history. 12.5 million Africans were shipped out. Listen, they were forced to do work, labor. They were never paid. Those who saved enough by doing work elsewhere, later in life, to be able to pay for their own freedoms, even after paying in full, some of them were chased and shot and killed like wild animals. A lot of them were thrown into the sea in order to lessen the cargo and get insurance from America and some other such organizations that sponsored the slave trade and insured slave owners against slave losses. I pray that you understand what I'm saying. My brother, slaves were seen as chattels, if that is a big word, like commodities. A dog was better than a slave. A cat was better than a slave. Where cats were allowed to go, where dogs were allowed to go, black people were not allowed. And we went through the atrocious times. We were gunned in broad daylight. Sometimes even if we greeted a white woman, I remember the story of Emmett Till, who just told a white woman, "Oh, you are beautiful." And for that matter, they had to take him to court. A little boy like that, about 13 years. You know what they did to him? They put him on the electric chair and killed him. Much as every atrocity is an atrocity, we can't run away from the fact that there are some atrocities that are graver than others. If you slap me and cut off my arm, it's an atrocity. If you beat me up so terribly and then you roast me slowly on the fire until I die, can you compare the two? Whether Israel likes it or not, the transatlantic slave trade was the gravest crime against humanity. Hey, you can go to Jerusalem, go and swim in River Jordan, run to the Solomon Temple, run all over to Gaza and return. History can never be changed. It is the truth. It is insulting for Israel to try and compare the Holocaust to the slave trade. We supported you. You got your reparations and all that. We never did. It's our time. And you are trying to run away and say that you don't agree because of some shenanigans. Can I end like this? Watch this. You see, the Holocaust, the slave trade in mathematics was the universal set. The Holocaust was in the universal set as a subset. The shooting, the slaughtering, the rape, they were all elements in the universal set. Those who know mathematics, I hope you understand that. In the transatlantic slave trade, my brother, there was the Holocaust and more. Therefore, they can be equal. If I'm lying, say Blakk RASTA. But silly. In the transatlantic slave trade, there were people who were gassed. There were people who were raped and slaughtered. There were people who were killed slowly. Like in the Holocaust. But there was more. Why is it that when you go to court, they don't punish you, or better still, they don't punish every crime the same? Common sense. Not every crime in court is punished the same. True? If I'm lying, say I'm lying. Even in religion, on the day of judgment, that's if there's any day like that, not all crimes are going to be punished the same. True? If I steal 20 cedis from you and I'm taken to court, I will not be punished the same way as if I had killed you. True? Why should the Holocaust and transatlantic slave trade become a matter of discussion and comparability right now? You had yours. You're enjoying it. We have never had it. 100 years after the abolishment of the slave trade. And you still come to us and say, oh, you know, the wedding, we wanted you to romanticize it a little bit, you know, so that we could deal with it. Your conscience will continue to be your conscience. We as Africans, we know what slave trade did to us as a people. We empathize with you, but if you don't reciprocate it, we'll leave you to your conscience. It's the black pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here, we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Wayo!
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente. Skipper George.
Blackpot. Cuckoo show them.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shôcked. And here we speak truth to power. Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. This is where all the action is authentic. This is the headquarters of the truth, and we do appreciate you. Please share the broadcast, and please, above all, recommend us to family and friends. This is where all the action is. Story number 3. Watch this. Actor LilWin convicted. Now it's all over in Ghana. Some people peddling the story that actor LilWin, who named himself after the American rapper LilWin, but he spells it differently. LilWin. His real name is Kojon Cancer. I love him. He's an actor. He's an entrepreneur. Has he been convicted? Do you know this face? Have you seen him on the silver screens before? Is he your favorite actor? Is he versatile? To those who don't know him, can I run you a dossier? Run the dossier, my youth, so you get to know exactly who Kojon Cancer LilWin is. This is him. Kojon Cancer LilWin, popularly known as LilWin, is a multi-talented Ghanaian actor, comedian, musician, and entrepreneur who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential figures in the Kumawood film industry. And when we say Kumawood, that is the Kumasi movie makers industry. Kumawood. Now every film industry is now a wood. From Hollywood all the way down to Bollywood. We have Gollywood in Ghana for the Ghana, film industry. Now, early life and education, was actually born on the 15th of April, 1987. So in about 2 weeks, that's about 13 days from now, he is going to be celebrating his birthday. And he was born in Kwamai in the Ashanti region. He grew up in a large family with 6 siblings and faced significant financial challenges. He famously dropped out of school in the 6th grade, that's primary 6. This personal struggle later fueled his passion for education, leading him to establish his own school to help underprivileged children. I love this. There was a time LilWin was even a corpse carrier. When somebody died in the village, they looked for him. He will come and carry the corpse in the night, long distances to the morgue. He was doing that. My brother, my sister. But he had his breakthrough in acting and music. He gained national stardom with the 2012 hit movie Azonto Ghost. His signature style, often playing mischievous older men or witty characters, made him a fan favorite. And I am one of his biggest fans. I love him. He has starred in so many movies, over 500 films. How many films has Jackie Chan featured in? How many movies has Amitabh Bachchan featured in? Your favorite actor, how many movies? 500 movies over, including A Country Called Ghana in 2024, which he produced himself. Sure Banker and Once Upon a Time in Africa. And when he produces music, he puts it on his label, Wheezy Empire. And he has released viral hits such as Mama Boss Papa, Papa Boss Papa, Mama Boss Papa, Papa Boss Mama, and then Ladder. Very big hits, including I Don't Think Far. He is also a philanthropist and a business mind. He has the Great Minds International School. In 2018, he started it. He founded this affordable private school in Ofinswa Hinkro to provide quality education for children in the region. That's Kojo Nkansah LilWin. And he has a film village called the Wizzy Empire Film Village, which is still under development. It's a project aimed at providing modern infrastructure for the Ghanaian movie industry. And he has won a lot of awards. He was named favorite actor at the 2015 ceremony of the Ghana Movie Awards. Global impact, recognized by the United Nations for his advocacy against illegal migration. And he was also voted Proprietor of the Year, honored at the National Private School Awards for his contributions to education, even though he himself is stark illiterate. This is Kojo Nkansah LilWin. Kojo Nkansah LilWin. MTN picked him up as an ambassador. In fact, paid him millions. And the very first appearance on stage for MTN, the whole contract was cancelled because he put up an act that MTN later distanced itself from. What did he do? He came on stage. At the time, he was the biggest thing on our local TV. Everybody was happy to see him. He was holding a polythene bag. And then he said, "Oh, I'm selling some things. So my friend is saying." Everybody was quiet. And said, "Eh, oui." And then all of a sudden, the DJ Blakk, cut off his microphone and started to play music because MTN has started putting pressure on the DJ to cut off his microphone and start playing music because the brand did not want to be associated with drugs. Later, LilWin said he was so disappointed that it was an act and he was actually going to condemn drugs. And MTN knew that that was what he was going to do. So why did they cut him in the middle of the thing? That ended. It's for LilWin. But the fact that he didn't get that corporate endorsement, or the corporate endorsement was truncated, didn't end him. He decided to be more serious with the movies that he was making. He became one of the highest paid. Recently, he said he went for some DNA and some of the children, 3 of them or so, were not his own children. And he had been taking care of them for only God knows how long. He's still battling this in his mind. This is Kojo Nkansah LilWin. There's another pretty lady. Oh, she's called Mata Ankuma. She's a favorite of many. Very pretty. In fact, some of the film roles that a lot of women were scared to take, she took those in the days. She showed a lot of flesh, nakedness. She played the prostitute roles. She played some of the sexiest roles in Ghana movies. And people started to talk. All of a sudden, she said she had seen Jesus Christ. She had become a born-again Christian. And for that matter, she stopped wearing all these short dresses and started to dress properly. And it looked like it worked for her. She became an ambassador for GTP, for dressing GTP. Yet I've been dressing GTP for more than 30 years today. I've never been an ambassador. My brother, my sister, congratulations. They are paving the way. This is Mata Ankuma. Rhonda Dozier. She has an interesting story. Mata Ankuma. Yes, she was born on November 21 in 1985. So she's actually older than LIWIN. So LIWIN calls her my sister Penny, my big sister. She was raised in a humble Christian home by a single mother. And she has retraced her footsteps back to that Christian home. She went to Adabraka Presbyterian Junior High School and Laboni Senior High School in Accra. She later earned a marketing degree from JE University College. That was where I saw her first. JE. In fact, she started her journey in the silver screen industry at age 9 in 1994 with a role in the TV series By the Fireside. Mami Dokono, wherever you are, greetings. She rose to nationwide prominence after finishing as the second runner-up in the 2007 season of the reality show Next Movie Star. And in recent years, she has rejected a lot of nonsensical scripts. And this is where the problem is coming from. I gave her a script years back and asked her to be part of a movie I was producing. And I truly needed her. She returned it. And the excuse was that she didn't find it interesting. Now I know she was being euphemistic with me. She wanted to tell me that it was being nonsensical. My brother, my sister, 3 years later, I tried to get her number back because she had changed her numbers. And the contact called her and said, Blakk RASTA says he wants to have your number. He has a movie he wants you to. Said, please don't give him my number. That's what she said. I was pained. But I said, well, it's all right. People decide who they want to talk to and who they don't want to talk to. But I just wanted to tell her that I had improved in my writing skills. And I still wanted her to be in the movie. She didn't give the number to me. But I wasn't angry. I was pained, but not angry. Okay? She owns Martha's Place, a beauty salon and spa in Accra, and has launched her own clothing line. She founded the Martha Ankoma Foundation in 2016, 10 years ago, which supports underprivileged children through educational and health initiatives, including autism awareness. And yesterday was Autism Day all over the world. My brother, my sister, she's won a lot of awards. And she's featured in so many movies. This is the filmography. Silence. She played as Naki. A Happy Surprise, Kukua. Shattered Lives, she was Mildred. Somewhere in Africa, Nevera. Heart of Men, she was Dinah. Sin of the Soul, she was a Wakapas. My brother, my sister, she featured in all these movies and more. This is the beautiful Martha Ankoma. Now, LilWin is angry with her. Was angry with her. Why was LilWin angry? Watch this.
Whoever say, "Rita, perfect movie. Koko bisa, tinti bisa." Oh, me kwakuma no twa movie. Oh, tinti bisa, koko. When even say, "Omi yanko twa kuma movie." Na say GTP Ghana company GTP ambassador. Uti mikasa afun we. Etne kuma odufo a. Opeta to say. Snipa be watcha. Oma kan pode oma nkasentia fine wanya time watu kwai fine ene kwai normal be kasebia ene bobe ene nka wuntwa kono bobe 2 billion ana 3 billion aw ne parent man fawo ne save se kuma no se pa bana mo ya memre kumasi he na jiti bra ya ambassador no sabe enye na the whole cool movie no Ghana movie no Movie directors, akasifo, the more stars. You insult all of them. Saps papa be necha o makuma ntwesi. Na man thank ma pa aso umwade sa. Umwade. We are homaso umwade. Kasa na bitu kwai. Kasa minya ho. Ana gbobuo bi. La ka meseki na ka bo 3 billion so ke betua. Sesi papa be ni etwa. Busa maame. O maame hekuma wood. Dana fo bi ko so chema na emani bre. Na nne ko bo enimu. Enne. Kuma wood star na wo so waja sinto ho twase bi mpo no. O wodi sno. Nanya GTB ne gaga ene GTB aban banifo ene sabe wa o ma fo asa GTB a wana ga be san. Wo ye star be. Oba mpo nimu oba mpo nimu. O maame mpo be hwe yasno. O maame hwe ye. O ma we stole esre o bampo he na wo hwana he o me ma me company mu me ma nyina ni mu asema tankema o ka funche data kasisi ese
very hard words there. And all he was trying to say, Mata and Kuma, you say you don't want to take any movie role in Kumawood because they don't tell any sensible stories. At least you should have respected us by telling us that, oh, you are busy, or you are traveling, or charge some big money that we can't pay, so that at least you would have given us an excuse. But to come and tell us at Kumawood that we tell nonsensical stories, and for that matter, you will not move from your base from Accra to Kumasi for nonsensical movies. You have insulted us. But you are the ambassador for GTP. GTP respects us. And if you are going that tangent, it means that you are drawing GTP into disrepute. And again, you, Mata Kuma, go and ask your mother. She watches us at Kumawood, the local people. Even if you are the child will be watching us more than you. Your child does not even know you. Who knows you? You are unknown virtually. We are more popular than you. That's what he said. I'm sure the part that hurt Martha most was the fact that he drew in GTP, her sponsor, and she would have ended up losing the several years of contract that she signed with GTP. And again, Martha said she didn't say that. So he should come out and give evidence. But she actually was on a show, and she was asked about Kumawood. And she seemed to be saying that she was yet to develop interest in Kumawood to the point that she would be part of their storytelling in their movies. I'm putting it euphemistically. In other words, she didn't really align with the storytelling style of Kumawood. LilWin decided that he will go toe to toe with Mata and Kuma, my brother, my sister, and the matter ended up in court. Run the doors here. It ended up in court. Oh yes. And Martha said she had been defamed. She was asking for 5 million Ghana cedis. My brother, my sister. And the battle began in February 2024. And LilWin went to court. And he stood before the judge and told his story. Flip the page. He went behind to try and talk to Martha. He apologized to Martha publicly and said he was sorry for what he said and was asking for forgiveness so that they will settle it at home. And what happened? Martha said no. Martha said no. Watch this.
Yenje mu ye nkrofo say yetwa asem no so but mincha so ye nti I believe said the rule of law works in this country mejidi say emra eye adwuma wo krom ha nti mejini say obetumi adidi obi atem kwa na wafa wo ho. I think say a role models are people must learn from us and we must set good examples out there because nkrofo bebre ehwe yen esua yen nti medie nyankopon adom me de akoma aban me de courts enti me hwani court no ebe ya afa ho ba ne be pie mu bia nso me magana fo aso ate me damase me paucho de bia nya agro because it takes years to build a reputation and a brand enti obi to me di agro obi a wonnim ne da a wonhia ne da a sebe why ne papa krada na so hu da na so why ne papa da on to me endi watem enka se odi agro enti enya agro eye bibia obi anim se enya agro ena sebe sa ade na oyeye no se emra anye adwuma eye sua bone a sebe nkrofo mu follow ye befo say obi abetime didi obi atem I get away with it. I don't think say sa e was say entna oman mu sa e was say set good examples because we have the young people coming after us and they are the future leaders of this country. Bibia ebeye bia no omu besua nti obi bia ye nche omu ni amapa no omu so ni amapa no mu fiembu Ghana na Ghana nye den o my papa me da ase so power to say me pa cho asem ni wo courts inti courts ene bedi asem no me da ase
me pa cho asem no wo court enti e manu da haya. They were in court. Oh yes, they went to court. Run the doors here. My brother, my sister. And what happened in court? Many Ghanaians think that the case has ended and LIWIN has been fined 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now, today, the 2nd of April 2026, the case has seen significant updates from the Apex Court. The Supreme Court slapped LilWin with 10,000 Ghana cedis. A fine for what it described as disrespectful conduct. Let's get deeper. Now, what was the reason for the sanction? Neither LilWin nor his legal team appeared for a scheduled hearing on the 31st of March 2026, despite having filed an application to halt the defamation proceedings. Now, the court struck out LilWin's motion to stay proceedings, meaning the defamation case will continue to be heard in the Accra High Court. So the case is not over. It's not over. For 2 years, LilWin has been trying to talk to Martha, sending people to beg Martha. Martha said, no, I'll not listen. He intentionally insulted me. He's never met me. I've even helped him before. Just that I didn't show my face to take any credit. And today he insulted me like that. As role models, we must make sure that we get to the bottom of this. My brother, my sister, before we came into the studio, we spoke with LilWin. We are not going to play the voice because he said some things, my brother, my sister, which we believe he told us in confidence, even though he knew that it was supposed to be an interview. For that matter, we will spare him that and keep it away. But in the interview, he said the case is not over. I respect Martha so much. I have done a lot to tell her that I am sorry. We tried to talk to her to just tell us how much we should give to her. We have proposed some money to be given to her, but she's rejected all this. I don't think it's over yet. We are still begging my big sister. I am sure that when she finally agrees, we all will come here and celebrate. My brother, my sister, that was what he told us. And asked him why he was fined 10,000 Ghana cedis. He said, oh, they were supposed to go to court. Unfortunately, they missed their flight. And they arrived late. By what time the sitting had already been adjourned. And the judge saw that to be disrespectful behavior and decided to fine him 10,000 Ghana cedis. But he has paid already. He's not fighting it. He's just praying and begging that Martha, who is now a woman of God, will be touched by the Holy Spirit so that she will come out and say, you know what? It's okay, I've forgiven you. Because that is what the Bible teaches. I asked him if he had regretted making those utterances. He said yes. He was actually misinformed. In fact, he could have approached the issue better. But out of, some kind of passion, he spoke against a beautiful lady like that. Well, we'll all stand here and say, well, yes, it's good to get justice, but it's not only at the cost that we get justice. We pray that they are able to amicably sort this thing out and everything would be okay. In the interim, LilWin has not been convicted. No. He's only been fined 10,000 Ghana cedis for not appearing in court. The matter has been adjourned to the 26th, as you saw earlier. We hope that everything will be okay. It's the Blakk Fort, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 4. Watch this. The truth why Singathon star Asantewaa and husband separated. There's a man of God by name, Prophet Henry Corey, aka Fire Uja. Recently, he went into a serious tango with Miss Bell over some utterances that Miss Bell found to be scandalous, and she felt defamed. So she ran to the courts. And he's been going to court left, right, and center. He's also been going to the chief's palace. Fire Uja is his name. My brother, my sister. But the interesting thing is this. He had a TikTok meeting. And Asantewaa, from her base in Canada, was also part of it. And then she made some utterances that suggested that she and her husband are no longer an item, kind of, they are separated. This is Asantewaa. Oh yes, Ifwa Asantewaa. We all remember her from the Singathon days. She started what is called Singathon, 24th to the 27th December 2023. She wanted to have her name enshrined in the Guinness World Records. Her husband, Kofi Owusu Edwemu, supported her so much. We saw him there supporting. In fact, running around, holding placards, standing with the wife for the several days she was in there singing. That was the first time we were seeing anything like that in Ghana, Singathon. They have been together for 15 years, married legally for 10 years. They have 3 children. My brother, my sister. The husband is about 45 years old. And the wife is about 35. 10 years gap. Anytime they appear in public, it looks like they are an item. Asantewaa has been talking about how much she loves the husband and how supportive the husband has been. My brother, my sister. And many women, even started making their marriage a prayer topic. What kind of a marriage is this? So sweet and beautiful. But it looks like the whole adage, not all that glitters is gold, is more prominent and relevant now than before. My brother, my sister, they are separated. When we hear a rumor and it's worth following up on, we do that because we hate to apologize. That is why we are called the headquarters of the truth. So we placed a call all the way to her base in Canada. And my brother, my sister, we spoke. Can I tell you more? Come here. My brother, my sister, Asantewaa is now in Canada. She and the husband are separated. What is the reason? She hinted that the husband did not support her so much when she was doing the SINGATHON thing. But many people did not understand that. So we asked for clarification. And the story is simple. The husband took deals. The husband actually took gifts and made deals and took whatever without mentioning this to the wife. Many people donated. We even heard that Baumia donated a car. And that a ministry had taken this woman to come and work there for a year or so. It came out that it was all untrue. Baumia never gave any car, not even a bicycle. He only went there to visit. But according to the information we have, the husband went to broker a deal with Baumia and the politicians that we will let my wife come out and say that, oh, you did this, you did this, you did this. And whatever it was, the wife did not come out to say it. It was the husband who rather was making those utterances. And the politicians were also out there making those utterances. Oh, we gave this, we gave this, we gave this. And many people saw the lady as ungrateful. How can we donate this to you? You are not acknowledging us. We gave you that, we gave you this. No acknowledgement. Meanwhile, when Baumia gave you a car, you came out and told the whole world that Baumia gave you a car. Is it because we didn't give you a car? If you are looking down on whatever we gave you, return those things to us. But today, it came out that just yesterday, the young lady was so angry that the husband took deals, made deals on her behalf without telling her, and went out to announce some of them. And the wife only got to hear of this later. Many people approached her. Some even went on social media to say how ungrateful she was because they donated a lot of things to her and she never acknowledged anything. And all these things were received by the husband who made use of especially the cash. And the wife never knew. Long and short, the wife has come to see that she cannot trust the man that she's been lying on the same bed with for 15 years. And Christianity allows you to have a period of separation so you can think it over. They have 3 children, married for 10 years. They have been together for 15 years. My brother, we couldn't reach the husband for his version. But this is the version from this other side. Did the Singathon bring blessings or curses? A marriage is at stake right now. She tried Singathon again and failed. My brother, my sister, she made Singathon very, very attractive. The aftermath of Singathon is a separation. Is she overreacting? After 15 years of being together, should something like this come in and separate the two? Why did you take this donation? You didn't tell me. All these years, 3 years, I'm now getting to know. No, I can't trust you. Argument. Okay. Go. Okay. This person moves away. But I am told the marriage is still intact. It's just a separation. What kind of separation is it? On the road to divorce? Or is it because they live in two different areas? Wherever it is, there's fire on the mountain. Our prayer is that they will resolve this beautifully, because they look very beautiful together. There might be problems, but allow time to be the master. To Asantewaa, we wish you all the best. We hear you are now based in Canada. To the husband, we hear you are also based in Canada and sometimes in the US. It's just those moments. Husband and wife, shenanigans. There needs to be an apology and also an acceptance. And then something different can come up to bring the families together again. Remember, you have 3 children. I can't decide for you, but we wish you all the best. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey! Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot. Cuckoo show, man.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only come. One condition: to build, not to destroy. Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification button. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. We love you and we appreciate you. Oh yes. Tesori Doriente. Tesori Doriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. Smell like the Garden of Eden. Thank you so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Remember, it's not every insurance that is an assurance. It might pretend to protect you like a plaster, but it is a disaster. Oh yes. Thank you so much to Lemfi. If you're sending money for America, England, and the whole of Europe to Ghana, if it is not Lemfi and one Rasta don't send it. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Shôcked, where we speak truth to power. And our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Send your comments in. We appreciate you and we truly love you. Story number 5. Watch this. From May 25, no visa needed to come to Ghana now. Hey, Ghana is doing things so. My brother, Ghana is the gateway to Africa. In Ghana, we have a certain gate that is called the gate of no return. When our own were enslaved and carried out through that gate, they never returned. We waited and waited, and now we have the gate of return. Ghana is setting an example that has never been done in Africa. What a president. What a people. My brother, I chanced upon a BBC report and it shook me. BBC, far away in Britain, is saying something. What is BBC saying? Watch this. Ghana opens up visa-free travel to all Africans. And this one was published on the 3rd of January, 2025. Take note of the date of publication. 2025. It says all African passport holders are now able to visit Ghana without needing a visa. Outgoing President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has said, listen, he announced the plan last month, but in his final State of the Nation address on Friday, he said that the policy had come into effect at the beginning of the year. Did you hear that? Flip. Hey, I need you to listen. Now, visa-free travel within the continent has long been an aspiration for those promoting Pan-African values and is seen as a vital for economic cooperation. Ghana is now the 5th African country to offer this to travelers from the rest of the continent. Rwanda, Seychelles, the Gambia, and Britain, I beg your pardon, Benin, are the others. Rwanda, Seychelles, the Gambia, and Benin. I am proud to have approved visa-free travel to Ghana for all African passport holders with effect from the beginning of this year. Akufo-Addo told lawmakers in his last address to Parliament before he stepped down next week after 8 years in office. This is the logical next step to the African Continental Free Trade Area and the workings of the largest trading bloc in the world, he said, referring to the zone that came into effect 4 years ago. In an annual African ranking of visa openness, Ghana was placed 5th last year as it already offered visa-free travel to citizens of 26 continental countries. Ghana in recent years has been promoting itself as a destination for people from the continent and the African diaspora to visit in. In 2019, Akufo-Addo launched the Year of Return, an initiative to encourage those with African roots to invest in the country. Did you hear that? And this is BBC. Dash it away. So Akufo-Addo came in, brought this beautiful idea of the Year of Return. Many people came here, but it wasn't managed too well. So many people went back. Now it has turned into a party. They call it Dirty December. Every December, people come here and party and go away. It's still not bad. We are advocating for a change in name. Called the Dirty. No matter how you spell it, it's still dirty. We spoke against the way the year of return was handled. And we made our point clear. When Akufo-Addo was leaving government, he was smart enough to say, you know what? Despite everything, I was an Nkrumahist against my family's whims and caprices. So for that matter, let us open up Ghana to the rest of Africa. Unfortunately, he couldn't see it happening before he left power. And when he left, Mahama came in, picked up his binoculars, started looking for the nitty-gritties, and then he found out that this was what Akufo-Addo wanted to do. It aligns with him. And now, it's been announced. From the 25th, watch this, Ghana becomes visa-free country for all African countries effective 25th May as part of Africa Day celebrations. Every 25th of May is Africa Day all over Africa. Now, President John Dramani Mahama has announced that Ghana will introduce a free electronic visa regime for all African nationals effective May 25, 2026. Africa Day as part of efforts to promote Pan-Africanism, boost tourism, and position Ghana as a prime investment destination on the continent. That is what it is, my brother. Right now, to come to Ghana from any part of Africa, my brother, my sister, from Seychelles, from Rwanda, from Zambia, from Tanzania, from Cameroon, you don't need a visa. In fact, you get a visa on arrival. You don't need to go through long queues and all that in order to get a visa. Anybody can come to Ghana. Oh, what a dream come true. Ghana is leading the way to a united Africa. Ghana is the biggest superpower in Africa right now when it comes to Pan-Africanism. And I am excited. Watch how the economy of Ghana is going to open up. It's one of the reasons China is exploding. Right now, to go to China is one of the easiest things. The visa comes like Blakk during the Omo War. And their country is opening up. Aside the economic reasons, it gives Africans the opportunity to travel around. We are happy to see all Africans in Ghana, the gateway to Africa. You know, that is what our motto is, the slogan, the gateway to Africa. They wanted us to be the gate of no return. We turned it round, slapped them in their cringing brows, and we said, this is the gateway to Africa. The center of the world, are you aware, is right here in Ghana, Kintampo. Are you aware? Ghana was mentioned in the Bible. Are you aware? Tema was mentioned in the Bible. Whether it was Tema in Israel, wherever is our Tema. It's right here in Ghana. Pan-Africanism was bettered right here. And we followed it with speed. Fela wrote in his book, Ghana, the land of Pan-Africanism. If we have nothing at all, we have love for Pan-Africanism. Congratulations to the presidents, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And of course, to John Dramani Mahama. We will never forget this. We love you. We appreciate you. And Ghana, hey, where Ghana is going now, Ghanaians everywhere in the world are excited. Are you? Support Ghana. Pay your taxes. Don't do illegal connection water, electricity. My brother, Ghana is becoming the capital of Africa. If you agree with me, say yes, Rasta is the Black Port, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Time now to take your messages. Okay? Let your messages come via Facebook. They could also come via YouTube. We are most excited to read them. Our numbers are also scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than excited to do this. And following up on the baby story from yesterday, the baby is safe and is in the hands of the gender ministry. Today I had a beautiful conversation with Namumu, Honorable Namumu. And she told me we have the baby. We are happy. My brother, my sister, congratulations. Ben Azu says it's time. Bliss Amount says legendary Professor Blakk. Achuvia Raymond says watching you live from Elmina Castle. Bate Stephen says good evening, Black Rasta. I'm watching you live with my friends all the way from Bahrain. We love you. Ha! More comments coming in. And they could come via YouTube and also via Facebook. Determiner Gamel says, I'm in class. Thank you, Determiner. And then we have Godwin Mawuduji Agbemafle. He says, watching live from Kliko. Abruptly. Yo, thank you. Franklin Safu says, good evening, boss. A few years ago, there was some sort of discussion about spending a lot of money to solve the flooding problems in Accra whenever it rains. And some people even propose that instead of spending that huge amount of money to solve the issue of flooding in Accra, we should rather go and build a new city with the money. If my memory serves me right, I think it was either $2 billion or $200 billion. Fast forward, nothing has been done. Today, we are still confronted with the same issues anytime it rains. I know they will meet in Parliament and discuss this same issue again. And once the rainy season is over, the issue will be put to bed again until next year. What at all are we doing to ourselves as a people? Sometimes some of us are tempted to wish they say, may God kill some of their children through some of these problems. That's the flooding, right? They promise to solve and abandon when the noise dies down. I shake my head. A country called Ghana. Well, the president has heard you, and I'm sure some people who wield power have heard this, and something should be done now. In fact, I am strongly addicted to the Black Port, aka Kukushodemo. Weekend without the program makes it too long and boring. We appreciate you, Pakwesi. We love you. And we love you too. We are addicted to you too. Sedu Isaka says, Rasta, Moshe. Good job. How are you doing, Sedu? And he's watching us all the way from Japan. Abena Sela says, fire, ya, buya. And Joshua Kolete Huago says, good evening, my brethren, Black Rasta, more fire. Don Hussein says, good evening. Patawo says, hello, Black Rasta. Fatao Adam says, fire, ya. Julius Wemeno says, good evening, Black Rasta. Agbashi Victor says, good evening, Black Rasta. How are you guys doing? We love you. Okay? More comments coming in. We have Hamid Sule says, salam alaikum, Black Rasta. Watching you live from Afia, Jerusalem. More fire. And J. Papi once senior. I said it, and I know it will happen that way. Commoner SL Jacob says more fire for black market. Black Parkway C. Also PSS said, Black Rasta, please don't involve our king in this issue. In Ghana, everything is politicized, including national safety and security. But for the king is innocent. More fire. Efo Yesu Top says, are you listening with your foot? All right. More comments coming in. Kamil NDC says, good evening, Alaji Black. I think what is happening in the country must be respected and fight it like there won't be any tomorrow. We are the youth and our leaders must understand and help us to succeed in fighting this. great Chairman FK Tamale Central Chairman, and Dr. Mohammed Sharif Abdul Khalik, MP for Nanton, my father, Mr. Saka, and my senior, Abubakar Shurabil. I am Kamel, watching you live from Tamale Abu Babu, may Allah guide and protect. Chairman FK for Ghana and Dagbon. Alexander Shaibu says, big bro, you are doing a great job. May Allah bless you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And then Parkwesi also PSS says, you can use your own comment section wisely and judiciously instead of attacking the comments of others. Let us know what is on your mind in this dispensation of democracy. I agree with you. I agree with you. Aminu Ibrahim says, deception is the game Israel is good at. Okay. Deception is the game Israel is good at. They deceived their way to becoming a nation, so they have no respect for any other nation. Thomas Sankara says, great man. How you doing, Thomas? Then we have Brian Tottenham says, thank you, sir. At times, if you, sometimes I say something to offend God. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Marcus also PSS says, this present day Israelites are not the real Jews. The real Israelites left the land as black people and came back as white people. Are they Israelites or they are Israelis? There's a difference. Israelites, those days, these ones are called Israelis. They don't call themselves Israelites. They are Israelis. So they are not Israelites. Okay? They were not there in the days of Moses. So they are not Israelites. They are Israelis. Conscious Agbemenu also says, fire, yabu, 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 yabu. Fire forever us, says Manes and Respect Blakk. Henry Atia says, hi, Blakk, how are you doing? And he says, please, Blakk, are you coming on tomorrow? Yes, we don't have no holiday. And what's that? Larry says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. May Allah Almighty protect you for the youth. And Henry Atia says, please, Blakk, can you talk to the IGP to send them to Bolgatanga? What's happening in Bolga? And Wasadat Larry says, you are the resonator of the youth. You make us reason positively. Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that. Michael Kuse says, if we say Nigeria must go, then you say it's xenophobia. Of course it is xenophobia. Now, there's a visa free. Everybody can come here. Okay? Today you say Nigeria must go. Tomorrow, Nigeria rises to a point and says Ghana must go. What will we be doing to each other? Okay? Okay. And Wasarat Larry says, please, Blakk Rasta, tell GFA to go for Kwesi Appiah. Kwesi Appiah, is he not coaching a certain nation right now? Would he leave it and come? Kofi Azuma says, greetings to my brother, Blakk Rasta, this blessed Thursday. I think I need to get in contact with Kwesi Appiah and find out if he would like to come and take back the team. And then Kofi Azuma says, greetings to all my brothers and sisters here with love. Kofi Azuma says, make sure all of you watching this live stream right now will click on the like button and also subscribe and donate to this channel. Michael Kuse says, Nigeria must go is coming very soon. No, we don't want that. This is xenophobia. Why must Nigeria go? And while Sadat Larry says, he is our natural resource of the Black Star. We don't need any outside coach. Kofi Azuma says, call your friends and family members and tell them that Blakk Rasta is live streaming right now. Tell them to come watch and listen to the truth of what's going on in Ghana. And what Sadat Larry says, our natural coach is better for us, whether good or bad. We like them. Kofi Azuma says, greetings to my young brother Kevin Taylor, Free Mind, Johnny Hughes, Wodemaya, and that big time DJ, Kimo, in Bolgatanga. We'll take two more slides and we'll be done. JDSGH says, greetings, Blakk Rasta. We are live. Kofi Azuma says, Blakk Rasta. We are greeting you from Pennsylvania. Blakk, it is still cold here. Okay, Kofi Azuma. Keep yourself warm, okay? And Wasarat Larry says, if Otoado did not do well, we still have Ghana coaches that can handle the Black Stars. Then Rudolph Basigayem says, we need this unit actively without any political interference. Okay, you're talking about Black Maria, okay? Kofi Azuma says, Blakk Rasta, we love you, my brother. Keep preaching and speaking nothing but the real truth here. just like my younger brother Kevin Taylor. Kofi Azuma says, click on the like button and subscribe and donate to this channel for our brother, Blakk Rasta. JDSGH says, Blakk, speak truth to power. Our country or nothing. And Kofi Azuma says, Blakk Rasta is the real deal. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. More comments. The final one. Romeo Valentino says, Blakk Rasta, please retract that statement of Asantewaa and the high level you are saying. You have spoken against the golden stool. Ame says, we are not going to click on any subscription by Blakk Rasta. Is always talking for the fake Igbo king in Ghana. Why? Because of the bribe or what? Igbos are in Ghana to invade, which will not happen. Amen. Kofi Azuma says, I'm still here, listening to Truth Here, the Blakk Rasta, while sharing this live streaming with family members and friends. Amen says, this man keeps talking for Igbos, while the Nigerians themselves are speaking against them. My brother, we are one people. That's why I speak for everybody. Okay? Yeah, don't be xenophobic. All right? Don't be. Maybe Blakk Rasta is not fully Ghanaian. But me, I'm not Ghanaian. Have I told you I'm Ghanaian before? Me might catch you say me bibini, I won't see Ghanaian. Me see me a bibini. Me see me be a bibini. I told me ka. Aisha Abulai says they are doing the same thing to Palestinians in Gaza. Okay. If you have not been able to take your comments, please don't feel no way. We will still go through all the comments, those we need to respond to. You know that we've been responding. Okay? We will go back and look at them. Until then, I want to say thank you so much for today. We love you. We appreciate you. We're going to catch you again. But we have opened some new channels. Some brand new channels have been opened. Please rush and subscribe to them. They are all under the Blakk Empire YouTube page. We've opened some brand new. Number one is the People's Audit. And the People's Audit is that channel where we will be holding all these leaders accountable. The MPs, the ministers of state, will go to them and ask them what they have done with their mandate. The MPs will go to their constituencies and talk to the people and find out what is happening there. That is the People's Audit. And the people will be telling us what exactly they feel. We also have what is called Africa by Road. We'll be going all over Africa, bringing you the authentic African story, history, deep history. Right now, we will not sit in Ghana and tell you, oh, when you go to Mozambique, there is a group of people known as blah, blah, blah. No, we go to them, talk to them, and give you the authentic history. If we have to go to Tanzania, we do that. And we are asking the airlines to please partner with us so we can do this together. So we have the Africa by Road, and we are going by road from place to place to bring you the authentic African history. Please subscribe to the channel. Remember, the first one is the People's Audit. This one here with Blakk Rasta. Then we also have Black and Blunt. Uja. Who sit one-on-one in a podcast and ask the most difficult questions that people can ask. And those who are not afraid to sit with us and speak their mind and the truth, this is their seat. And it comes once a week. We will do that. My brother, my sister, these are the channels we are bringing. So the African history class is the same as the Africa by Road. Right now, we are practicalizing it. If we are talking about Okomfo Anoche, we'll go to his hometown, tell you the story, and be able to show you things. Okay? Thanks so much to our sponsors. Thanks so much to Tesoro d'Oriente. Oh, yes. Premium quality made affordable. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. Thanks so much to Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner, the mother of all insurance. And then to Lemfi, sending money from America, Canada, Europe. No transfer fees, the most competitive rates you get. If it's not Lemfi, don't send it. And remember the referral code, 1RASTA. We'll see you again tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the dot. Until then, happy Easter to you. Hey yo, hey ya, wayo.